And welcome back to Crypto Hulk channel. Have to start one a little early today. Um, about 3.5 hours early. Normally, I like doing my show now about 6 p.m. In the old days, it was about 7 p.m. Pacific time. But I got to go to the airport, drop somebody off. Um, so I won't be able to make it in time. And also, 2:30 p.m. Pacific time. It's 5:30 p.m. Eastern time in the United States, like New York time. So now I'm able to reach people that normally maybe you're getting off work, you live on the East Coast, you have to commute an hour home. Well, guess what? Now you get the luxury of having a Crypto Hulk channel for an hour while you're driving. Uh, had to go off on somebody at Panda today. Now, I usually eat at Panda once a week for 4 years with the same fucking restaurant, okay? So I know how shit's supposed to be. Um, it's always the new people. You notice that? Always the new people that think they're fucking smart, you know, younger people that are 14, 15, they take a class on something, and now they're the fucking expert. Um, they're close to the same. So I go to Panda, I'm looking at the greens, because I get super greens. I don't get the white rice or nothing. So I'm looking at the super greens, and it looks like it's fucking starving. The heat plate, the heat table, showing the portion of Panda there, and there's not a whole bunch of super greens in there. I'm supposed to be seeing broccoli and cabbages and shit like that. And it's just, I'm not seeing enough in there. And plus, it looks like all stems, like, so I'm like, hey, I'll take some super greens, but I need the fresh stuff. And then and he's like, whoa, we just made these. I'm like, okay, but I want mine fresh and I'm not eating that. He's like, no, we just made it. So now he said it twice. And I'm like, okay, check this out. I'm looking in that hot table here, and I'm not seeing what I normally see for the past 4 years because I go here once a week for 4 years. Same restaurant. I'm not eating that crap. You're gonna make me some new stuff. Got it? And this dude's just like looking at me like, you can't talk to me like that. I said, look, you fucking dumbass. I said, I don't have to tell you 3, 4 times. I say, you know what? Fine. I'm just gonna leave and call headquarters and make a little phone call and get your stupid ass fired. I said, that's the policy of Panda. If a customer requests for me to have greens, I'm not seeing green. Okay, where's the broccoli in there? There's no fucking broccoli, dude. There's stems. Okay, and there's enough portion of greens in there for 2 people. You're gonna make more. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm calling the headquarters because you obviously must be brand new. That's what I'm saying. Like these brand new motherfucking people, just like people with crypto. They get in crypto like last week, and this week they're the fucking experts, right? So I showed some guy named Mark Silvos on my Facebook. He's a fucking tool. I'm showing like one of the banks in Japan. They show a graph, and the graph I just showed it to you guys the other day, and it shows what cryptos they're actually paying yield on. So this dumb motherfucker says, "Oh, I thought you don't believe in charts and graphs." And I'm just like, did he really fucking say that? So I had to say some shit to him. I sent it off. Then after I sent it off, I waited about 2 seconds. And then I deleted the comment. That way he can't cry like a little bitch to Facebook and say, oh, this guy's being mean to me. And I'm just like, wow, these fucking people. I'll tell you what, with Crypto Hulk, it's better if you just don't say nothing. Because when you try to clown me, I'm going to show how fucking retarded you are. And then you're going to look like a clown. And then I'm going to delete you and report you for terrorist threats. Well, that's how it goes down with me, man. So just shut your fucking mouth. Because if you're so smart, you'd have your own channel. But then people look at you and see how fucked up you are and be like, that's why this dude don't have a channel. He shouldn't have said that to Crypto Hulk. Look, man, I'm not in a competition here. I just give out information, okay? And that's what I've been doing for 4 years. I've got a lot of people that love this channel because they know with my open, straightforward speaking style, there's no corruption, bribery. I'm not promoting any particular products like these other channels. I'm not selling shit like the other channels. I've got you as members that look forward to my information because you know that it's fucking real. All right. And that's what I do. Quit trying to be a fucking hero. Quit trying to be the guy, oh, I'm going to be the one that proves Crypto Hulk wrong. No, you're not. You're going to look like a fucking retard. Okay. So people will think that you're smart if you just shut your fucking mouth. Because once you start, you're going to get chopped off down to the ankles. Okay. Then you're going to get thrown out like a dumb bitch. Okay. And then you're going to look like a fool. Then you're going to get mad and frustrated like you already are. So let's just not repeat the cycle of your own self-destruction. All right. All right. Awesome early show. Yeah, MK_P, awesome early show. I showed you about 3 to 4 different cryptos and or ways to invest. If you've maxed out on your crypto investments and you really don't want to put any more in, there's a certain limit, you guys and gals. Don't put everything in that dumb shit. I showed you in the morning show options where you can have optional ways of putting money in places for hedging and stuff like that. So that's what we had in the morning show, and it was actually a pretty good show. I gave you guys lots of options. Now, Mr. Mister says, facts, Hulk. No bullshit show, just pure facts, Mr. OG. I have a fact-based channel. That one guy claiming, oh, Crypto Hulk's a liar. Like, you know what would be a liar if that dude showed his face when he made his videos like this so people could see what a 54-year-old guy looks like. And he's probably about 32 and he probably looks like hammered dog shit, okay? That's why he never shows his face or whatever on his show, because he knows he's a fucking nerd. Hulk connects the dots and connections unlike anyone else. I have a job to do, and that's try to dig deep to find you the best information, because my channel's affordable. Right now, it's a free show. This morning, I had it for members only. I got 2 different member levels, $5 and $10. Okay, I got information no other channel fucking has. Because my goal is to make it where you don't have to be an accredited investor to learn from Crypto Hulk how to make millions. It's not fucking tough. It's not complicated. I don't want to know all this complicated shit. I want it as easy as possible, where I can teach a fucking 8th grader how to do this shit. Okay, shouldn't be that difficult. So I connect the dots for you, show you all the evidence, dig deep 10 years ago, show you all this stuff. These other channels have no fucking idea. Why? Because they're too busy promoting shit. They're promoting their partnerships and they're selling you dumb shit you don't need. Okay, that's what they do. I like your necklace. Me too. Better to be thought the fool than to speak and remove the doubt. Oh my gosh. That is, who said that? Underpass 61. Dude, that's some fucking real shit right there. Better to be thought. It's better to have people think you're a fool than to open your fucking mouth and show everybody you really are one. Okay? Look, I run this channel for people that are not rich. Okay? And I'm doing my absolute best to give you information found nowhere else on the internet. Okay? Who's going to come up with my kind of shit and charge $5 or $10 a month? There's channels out there. These people are charging $300 a month, $500, $1,000 a month. They don't have information I have. All right. So this is where the poor person can say, you know what? I'm gonna end up rich one day, and you will if you watch my show. These hater people that when I open up free shows where they leave stuff in the comments because they're too fucking poor to get a membership. Now look, if you're poor and you love this show, but you can't get a membership, I'm not clowning you. I'm clowning dumb shits that try to confuse you that can't afford the $5. Those are the people I'm fucking clowning. If you're poor right now and you can't afford my $5 or $10, that's why I'm making this free show, so you can learn and come up and be super fucking rich, okay? That's why I have that picture of Hulk showing super rich, okay? Because that's what I'm trying to do, is give you the best information. Nobody can compete with my deep dives. Now, there's some other people. There's Dennis is pretty good. I will say that. That guy that shows up, Dennis 321 or one, two, three. I can't remember his name. He's pretty good. I'll admit. So, and he'll verify the shit that I say. He'll go double check it and be like, yeah, okay. And but I got all kinds of people that watch the show. I got people we don't even know that watch the show. We probably, I don't want to say who. I know we got three-letter agencies watching the show and recording shit. That's for certain. But okay, let's. Oh, Bear, thank you very much for that donation. I appreciate each one. Um, Everybody's got different income levels. So if $2, $5, $10, 100, I've seen 500, insane amounts. I've seen 800 bucks from this dude one night. Him and his wife it was like like 700, 800 bucks within a 20-minute period. But you know what? Some people have that. My show it's designed for everybody, but my show is specifically designed for people that don't have it because I'm trying to show you how to get it. Let's start with one of the biggest investment companies in the world. Okay. Now, you might be somebody watching my show for the first time, like, what is this dude wearing a tank top sitting in front of the fucking couch going to teach me? Hey, I might not be able to teach you anything, but there's people out there that are poor that I know are going to be fucking rich because they watch this show. Some people already know more than me. I'm just confirming what you already know. Okay. So let's start off with the biggest investment company in the world, BlackRock. Now, you could be a person right now that doesn't believe in crypto and none of this mumbo jumbo stuff. You don't have to. I want you just to see the relationships that are going on. You've got, here's the title, BlackRock. You've got to hear, you've got to know who BlackRock is. If you don't know who BlackRock is, and you're saying my show is bogus, you're fucking stupid. That's just how it is. BlackRock is the biggest investment company in the entire world. They own like a little bit or a lot of everything. BlackRock is preparing a massive entry into the real world asset market. What does this mean? BlackRock is taking real world things, tokenizing them, that's a term, tokenizing them into crypto to where now you can, it's liquid and you can move them around and sell it. So for instance, the Golden Gate Bridge, state of California, in my opinion, one day will tokenize the Golden Gate Bridge. All the buildings and stuff, all the state parks, everything on this whole planet will be tokenized. The Pacific Oceans and shit, gold mines that they haven't even discovered yet that they have these little machines and they know there's gold down it. They're going to tokenize all that shit, or they don't even have to dig it. They can just, can you dig it? But see what I mean? So we're taking real world assets. So let's say Candlestick Park, the city of San Francisco could make a fuck ton of money if they tokenized Candlestick Park and broke it up into maybe, I don't know, 300,000 tokens. So then 300,000 people can end up owning a portion of Candlestick. Guess what? Now San Francisco has a ton of money to do something with. But then again, if all those people want their money back at the same time, well, you have to have that covered. People who don't know about crypto, this is what's going on now. You don't have to believe it, but this is what BlackRock, the biggest investment company in the world, is doing. They're moving into the real world asset tokenization market. Okay. Real world now. Okay, let me continue. Real world assets are the new temptation of crypto, but in this digital gold rush, it is a very traditional player who seems to want to take the prize, BlackRock. Yes, the financial giant is preparing. Listen to this, everybody. This is fucking huge. The finance giant is preparing. That means they haven't fully done this. That means you're not rich tomorrow, okay? The finance giant BlackRock is preparing to arrive in force on this future market. Keyword future, Future, future market. A massive arrival that could already reshuffle all the cards, okay? I'm not going to read through the article. I got a time restraint here, but that's like the gist of that. Now, why is that important right there, this BlackRock? because their BlackRock is working with the company called Ondo. And if you've been watching my channel, you know where this is going. Get your look right here, Ondo. So you got BlackRock working with Ondo. Look at this article here. Ondo Finance and Axelar, they integrate for cross-chain tokenized secure notes. So what do you got here? BlackRock is now working with Ondo, who needs Axelar's technical skill. Now look where this relationship with Axelar takes us. Brand new people, watch this. Crypto Hulk is a XRP Maxi crypto, and Ripple Labs made XRP Ripple. Look what we got here. Ripple's XRP taps Axelar for real world assets. Didn't we just got done talking about that? Cross-chain communication. So I just showed you a bridge. You had BlackRock, the biggest investment company. So you don't have to believe in crypto. I'm going to show you the proof. I'm going to show you the future, and you're going to miss it. You're going to miss out on making millions because you don't want to see. You don't want to see what I'm teaching. Brand new people that are doubters. You got the biggest investment company in the world, BlackRock. They're working with Ondo. I just showed you a relationship between Ondo and Axelar. Now I'm showing you a relationship between Ripple's XRP, that's what my channel's all about, and Axelar, right there. So basically, Ripple and BlackRock are working together. Now, that's very cool. I'm not going to get into in this here that Ripple bought a company called Medico. And what Medico does, new people, is you take real world assets, you tokenize them. That means you put them in a crypto form. Then you have to hold them in custody. That's where Medico comes from. That's where Ripple enters the scene. Ripple owns Medico, which holds all these tokens, you see? So BlackRock hires Ondo, who works with Axelar, who works with Ripple. What is Ripple doing? Holding all the, well, Ripple's interoperable, so it helps send the money to buy these. What's interesting is you'll have the XDC crypto on R3's platform for trading all these derivative stocks, bonds, and tokenized things. But then the payments for all of these derivatives, that's where the interoperability of the XRP ledger comes in. So now we're dealing with XDC crypto, we're dealing with Medico, we're dealing with a lot of things here. You can look all these things up if you're a doubter to prove. Tonight, I only got limited time, so I can't show you like a gazillion articles, all right? But that's my first article for today is the BlackRock, which is absolutely massive. And that's where all of you will be rich. You need to get, well, before I say this, my name's Crypto Hulk. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a crypto advisor. I don't know anything about what I'm talking about. I'm reading off a teleprompter right now. Everything's planned. That what I say, it's a total lie. And my goal is for you to get financially destroyed. And I've got 6 shots of vodka in my water bottle right there with some ice. So there you have it. Let me check my comments. We'll go to the next article. And again, we're going to be dealing with the biggest companies in the world tokenizing real world assets. Story number 2, article number 2 is almost as big as number 1. Wayne Williams, thank you very much for that donation. Totally appreciate listener supported channel. I don't have corporate sponsors. I've got you. I make all this news for you. Okay. Some people might not like my direct approach. I don't fucking care. Just learn my information and get rich. You're not here to like the personality. You're here to love the information. So filter out what you don't like. All right. G.O., thank you very much for that donation. You da bomb Hulk. And let's go to the next article. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love this fucking article Real world asset tokenization again. Article number 2. Let's see what economic financial giants we're going to learn about here. There's your article. Let me find out. Okay, here's the title. This article came out May 26. Oh, I know. It's 2 days old. It's old news, Crypto Hulk. Old news. Yeah. All right. Here's the title. Real world assets. 2024 is the breakthrough year for tokenization. Did you hear what I'm saying? What we're seeing is this is the year all this stuff, this tokenization is blowing out. Because I told you already, I think they're getting ready for May of 2025. I say spring of 2020. I predicted this about 10 months ago. And I'm saying, hey, I think spring, something big is going to fucking take off with crypto. If I had to really pick, May. Okay. We got a lot of new presidents coming in. January of this year, December, January, maybe November, December, January of this year and next year. I think they're getting ready for something for spring. Because everything that I'm seeing, here's it again. 2024 is the breakthrough year for tokenization. Like they're getting it all done right now. Here's the integrating traditional. Okay, again, new people. Here we go. New people, listen. Integrating traditional real world assets. Your house, your car. You can probably tokenize your car. You could have like a classic Mustang. It could be worth $100,000 if you tokenized it and had a certain business custody your car. You now have $100,000 to do what you want with. Okay. You can take that 100 grand. See, what you want to, I don't want to get into this too much because this is more for my paid memberships. But in the future, let's say you got a car, it's worth 150 grand. Well, that ain't doing shit for you. You want your money to always be working with you. A whale taught me that, okay, about 6 months ago. And he's like, what he does is all the assets that this guy owns, he tries to figure out how to make money off of them. For instance, if you got 100 grand, 200, I got this other whale, he's got 200 grand in one bank account, 100 in one bank account, another 150 in another. But he's saying, like, what is that money doing for me? Nothing. This other guy says, this other whale that calls me, what you got to do is make all your assets work for you. So if you have a classic car, and some of you guys got $300,000 cars. One guy a long time ago, the guy that gave me the stuffed Crypto Hulk doll that cusses a lot, I saw like an old school Corvette in his garage, probably worth 150 grand at least, 250,000. Now, if he tokenized that car, he could have 250 grand. Now you can take that money and put it into crypto and everything. See what I mean? So you can use, that's what the future is going to do, is unlock value all around the world. Let's say you're somebody who owns their own house, and that house is worth 300 grand. What is that money doing for you? Nothing. You know what that money's doing is making the bank rich when you paid off all that stuff, all your house payments all those years. But now you own the house, and it's depreciating as the years go by. The roof gets older and this and that. What if you tokenized your $300,000 house? Now you'd have 300 grand in your pocket. You could invest 200,000 and make money off that, and take the profits and put it into fixing your roof. Now it costs you nothing. And then when you go to sell that house, now you can sell it for 350,000 because you did repairs. You see what I'm talking about? So that's what's going on with this real world asset. You don't have to believe in cryptocurrency, but this is what the fuck's going to happen. I'm breaking it all down. I'm going to fast forward right here. We're still in the first paragraph. This is all that I'm going to read. Major institutional players from Euroclear to Goldman Sachs. Euroclear is an R3 XDC partner. The crypto XDC you need to buy, okay? And we got Goldman Sachs, Ripple partner. That's XRP. I'm going to show you that partnership here in a minute. Both of those two companies that you need to pay attention to have been eyeing tokenization to reduce transaction fees, execution time, and database management costs. Proof of ownership procedure is much less tedious. Okay, what I'm showing the person that doesn't believe in all this crypto mumbo jumbo is that the biggest players in the world, oh, they believe in it all right, because they are tokenizing as we speak. They are taking real world assets and turning them into tokens, and they're trading them and buying them as if it was money. Okay, that's what they're doing. You don't have to believe a fucking thing. I'm just showing you what the future is so you don't get destroyed. But so you better start wrapping your brain around this and understanding what the hell's going on. Let's go to the article here about Euroclear. Okay. Euroclear is a giant, it's a financial giant. Who are they mixed up with? Oh, look, it's a crypto company. That's who they're mixed up with. But I don't believe in crypto. Well, you know what? Well, I believe you're going to get fucking destroyed because you don't believe in crypto. And that's okay. That's your choice. This article is from October 2023, about 6 months ago. R3 Corda, they have a platform. It's kind of like the XRP Ledger platform. It's a cryptocurrency platform. It's called R3. And guess what? They're working with Euroclear. I almost said Everclear. Like, man, give me a drink. But it's too early. R3 Corda is working with Everclear, and they have tokens, digital bond issuance. Okay? So there's your connection. Euroclear is linked up with R3. Now, because R3 is a platform member. Now, here's the crypto that Euroclear is going to use on R3. Let me show you this. Boom, XDC. I'd highly suggest you read this article, and if it's for you, buy XDC. Here's the title, R3 Corda Network, set to go DeFi with XDC, digital currency. So there you go. I'm going to click out of that Euroclear article, R3 and the XDC. Now, lastly, I made a video, and it shows how Ripple is using Goldman Sachs. See, Goldman Sachs was there from day one. Yes, they had a person working for them. We don't have an official paperwork showing that Goldman Sachs was a Ripple partner. See, it's the same thing. Look at this. You got Australia. Now, what happened in Australia is they hired a guy named Dilip Rao. Okay? I want you to see how this works. Oh, first off, I got you this video. Go to the 6 second, start it off from 0. Let's do that. Okay, start from 0. Now stop it when it hits like the 3-4 second mark. Okay? I want you to see these names. Look to the far left. Oh, well, anyway, you got Ashish Burla's there. You can see it at the 4 second mark. Ashish Burla, Bob Way. You can see Alec Liu. Anna Tong is on the far left. But what I wanted to show you is stop it at about the 6-7 second mark. Maybe the 8 second. Stop it at the 7 second mark. What I just showed you is this. Nobody else has this on the internet, okay? This is Ripple Labs, 2014 graduation picture. It says meet the team. Notice Goldman Sachs is right there. Okay, Goldman Sachs sent somebody over. Here's how it works. There's no official paperwork showing this, so the dumbasses can stop asking that fucking question. Now, if you can shut your mouth for just a minute and listen to what I'm going to teach you, okay, here's how it goes. Australia, here's how it works. When I show these up here, Apple was a partner, Goldman Sachs, NASA, the Space Administration, Microsoft, the New York Federal Reserve. Here's how this works for slow people, okay? I'll give the example of Australia. Australia wanted to make a cryptocurrency. They called up the phone. Ashish Burla left Ripple. He quit, went over to Australia, applied, got the job as the treasurer or the treasury assistant. What Ashish Birla's job is in Australia is to make their crypto and their crypto laws. Now, what Ripple's doing is Ripple wrote a letter to Australia to quote help them in their just as outside observers. They got to be outside observers. You can't have Ripple telling Australia what to do unless it's unofficial. Okay, that's how it goes. So when we see Goldman Sachs here, Google, Jumio, these people left Goldman Sachs to go work at Ripple, just like Ashish Birla left Ripple to go directly to the Treasury and build Australia's money. You see how that works? So the dumb people are like, oh, there's no evidence Goldman Sachs had a working relationship. Of course there's none, you fucking retards. I just showed you how it's done. Now, Ripple needed somebody to help them with their treasury. Guess what? So you have Rosie Rios, who used to be like the 46th or whatever, 48th treasurer of the United States. She quits and goes to work for Ripple. You see how that works? There's no fucking contracts saying, oh, the treasury is working with Ripple. They're not going to have that, moron. Another example, you have Michael S. Barr. He was an executive at Ripple. He leaves, and then later, some amount of time, he surfaces as the #2 guy at the Federal Reserve. I mean, you don't have to believe any of this shit at all. I don't fucking care. If you're brand new, I want you to see these deep ties that are there. They're not on paper. You're not going to see them. If you watch my show, you'll understand. Oh, damn. So that's how it is. You got NASA, the Space Administration. They sent people over to Ripple unofficially. Microsoft sent them. This is 2014. The Federal Reserve in 2014 sent over like Greg Kidd and some other people from the Federal Reserve because Ripple is that powerful. Ripple is not a company. It's a country, and it's a conglomeration of, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 countries that made what we call Ripple Labs today. So there's that video. Let me check the comments and check on my time. Okay, we're about halfway done. Okay. All right. It's getting hotter here today. Oh, man. That's why I'm wearing tank tops all the time now. It's like trying to get used to this heat. All right, hold on. All right. Dirt Road Trucker is late. Oh, gotta pay a late fee, dude. It's that little money button down below. That's the anti-get wrecked button. Pick out what late fee you want to pay and pay it. It's up to you. Can't be late to the show, though. It's not allowed. Nomura. We're going to talk about stablecoins real quick. Nomura. And we're going to talk about how they're related to Ripple. Excuse me. I'm having a hiccup. Hello, New Zealand. Somebody from New Zealand showed up. Corey Anderson. Welcome to the show, Corey. Hopefully you learn how to get rich. Nomura, Laser Digital partner. Nomura and Laser Digital, they partner with GMO, not genetically modified organism, to explore stablecoin issuance in Japan. The Japanese banking giant intends to explore the issuance of yen-dominated and US dollar-dominated stablecoins in Japan. Japanese banking giant Nomura and its digital asset arm, Laser Digital, have partnered with Japan-headquartered GMO Internet Group to explore stablecoin issuance in the country. This article is small. I'm not going to get into it anymore. Now, what's interesting to see is Nomura is working with another Ripple partner, Dirt Road Trucker. Oh, cool. Thank you very much. That's his late fee. I appreciate that. Look at this right here. Here's the article. Nomura and Ripple partner SBI Holdings support XRP, but they reject XRP being a security by the SEC. I'm not going to get into this article. When did they make this article? It's 2020. So this article is 3.5 years old. What I want to show you here, Nomura is a partner with SBI. SBI is a strong Ripple partner. Ripple just came out with the stablecoin. Ripple said, I think they were going to come out. Ripple said they're going to come out with the stablecoin 2 or 3 years ago. This is just about the time Nomura joined SBI. And it appears that it took Ripple 2 to 3 years to come up with the stablecoin. And here we are today. But we all know, if you watch Crypto Hulk, this stuff was done 11 years ago. I've already shown you all the evidence. So that is very promising right there. What I just showed new people is this. Don't look at the price, okay? Because when this thing takes off, okay, new people, what do we need? Well, veterans would answer this question, but new people, what we need is one, global crypto regulations, okay? That's how we're going to be rich. All the countries in the world have to have this regulation, and all the regulations have to be the same. You can't have America like Gary Gensler calling something a security. Well, hell, here's what we got: a problem in America. We've got the CFTC, Commodity Future Trading Commission. They call a lot of cryptos commodities. Then you got Gary Gensler saying, nope, they're securities. Then you got people like you and me saying, nope, they're called money. But then South America calls, do you see where this fucking mess comes in? We need global, the same cryptocurrencies. Then we need global tokenization. I just got done talking about RWA, real world assets, okay? You're turning real things into tokens, and then you trade those things or buy them. That's what we need. Global, we need as much stuff to get tokenized. That will bring value to the crypto. Crypto is going to be valuable when it's backed. Okay, when stuff's tokenized, those tokens become expensive, all right? Let's take a little look here. Dirt Road Trucker. Michael, my guy, asked me how much you want today. I lipped off, give me a kilo. Damn. If you didn't sit here and said what else said you want today. Okay. So what's your honest price prediction here on H-bar? Price prediction. So we got a new person who's been watching these other channels. And that's okay. Because whenever you see the price prediction, this guy's watching the chart analysis people and all these other shows. He wants to know H-bar, the price and everything. Look, I don't know. I don't know what any of this stuff's really going to be. I know XRP has to be a certain amount in order for it to move money. XRP can't be 50 cents. I mean, think. If you want to, okay, this is for the new person, and I'm going to move on. Talking about pricing right now is ridiculous. It's going to be a fuck ton, a lot of money. All right, that's the end game. But let's look at like an H-bar or something. No one's really using on the public chains. Remember, there's private chains and there's public chains. And I realize there is a hash graph and not a crypto. So let's just speak of it in a general term that it's a crypto or whatever. No one's really on the public chains. They're not really utilizing real world assets fully. So I know they've tokenized and tested on these private chains and stuff. All this stuff's a hush hush secret. I don't know how far along they are. I don't care. One day I know it's fucking going to the moon. Okay. So with all these cryptos with real world use cases, Bitcoin has no one's using that shit. You've got to have a lot of things tokenized. And then that brings value to those tokens. Like if you have like a Bitcoin token, if I were to ask you, what's this guy's name? And I'm not making fun of the guy. B. Okay. H bar. Think of what it's doing. You got the H bar Foundation. You got 40 or 50 global businesses working on this crypto. That's a big fucking deal. It's not like Vitalik Buterin and his high school friends sitting around in unicorn shirts and stuff, and he's picking his nose and eating his boogers on video. We've all watched this shit. Like, it's fucking disgusting. H bar is, I think, quantum computer resistant. It's working with 40 to 50 of the top businesses in the world, and they're trying to accomplish a project. And you think of what Ripple's trying to do is move money all around the world and stuff. These cryptos can't be 50 cents. It's not going to work. If, let's say you got 100 billion XRP, let's say if the United States wanted to send $1 trillion to pay off some debt in China, you couldn't do it with XRP being 50 cents a piece. You know, if you just wanted to send it once and not have to send it 10, 15, 20, 30 different times, if you just want to send XRP once, 1 trillion, it won't work. What's 100 billion times 2? Because let's say 50, that's 200 billion. It's not going to work when you got $1 trillion. It's so we know XRP can't be, we know H bar can't be what it is now to move the value. So I don't know what the prices are. What's the price going to be? One where the United States could just send off China, because we owe China probably, I don't know, $1 trillion. We could, XRP needs to be at a price where the Treasury can cut China a check and boom, send them $1 trillion all at once, just like that. That's not going to work with 50 cent XRP. That's fucking ridiculous. Okay. So I don't know exact prices. The price is whatever it takes to settle that transaction. That's the fucking price. So it ain't 50 cents. All right. Some people that are good at math, you'd have to figure out everybody in the world moving money all around at the same time. Not just the whole world stops and then we send $1 trillion. No, imagine people shooting billions and trillions all around the world, all at the same time on the XRP ledger. And now America, boom, wants to send a $1 trillion payment. That shit ain't going to work when it's 50 cents. I don't know what the price maybe needs to be about 10 G's. Like, I'm not a mathematician. I'd have to find some really fucking smart people. There used to be a guy on this channel who was a math genius. But you'd have to get a lot of these fucking math geniuses to figure out at any given time in the world how much money's being moved around. And then if you were to try to bust the move and send $1 trillion, how much would XRP really need to be to handle all these transactions? I don't know those numbers. I didn't go to school for that. I know the number's got to be at least 10 G's, maybe 20, 30,000 a piece for an XRP. I don't know. But there's enough of you guys that are smart. Let me turn off my ringer. There's you guys that are smart that can figure that shit out. Maybe go ask go ask AI, all right? First, okay, somebody go ask AI how much at any given time is money being moved around in the world at any given second, and then ask it how much would the price of XRP have to be used as a bridge currency to cover any transaction that, I mean, I don't know these things, man. Siri won't know. It has to be like that, some of that AI shit, all right? So that's out of my Michael Gilbert, Designed for 10,000 plus. You're talking all the money, Rosie Rios said. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you'd have to tokenize everything on the whole fucking planet. Now, I've done the math on this. If you tokenized $5 quadrillion, that's the value of everything on the planet, gold mines and all kinds of shit and all the land. And if you could tokenize the oceans and shit, whatever it is, tokens everything, it's 5 quadrillion. That brings, and if let's say we have 100,000 XRP, I think that's $50,000 a piece. Now, if they burn up 50 billion XRPs, that makes XRP at 100 grand a piece to cover everything. You can't have a thing where you send a transmission for $1 trillion and it takes 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 seconds. No, it's not. It's designed for 2 to 5 seconds. So, I don't know what those numbers are. You'll have to get creative, all right? Let me see here. Next article. Now I saw now some people. Let me go to this next article. Where is Steve Forbes? Okay. So I saw some people talk about gold and saying, oh, it's going to be this. Look, we don't know what date this shit's going to be. Okay. So everybody's trying to play fortune teller. Crypto Hulk, I think by Thursday, November 17th, 2025 at 3 p.m. Okay. Look, nobody knows when the fuck this shit's going to happen. Okay. Except maybe one of the richest families in the world. Here's an article by Steve Forbes. Forbes magazine. Wait a second. This is Forex Exchange. I'm sorry. Well, actually, Steve Forbes said this, but Forex.com is reporting it. Here's the title. Is the world lurching back towards a gold standard? So are we going back to a gold standard? Could the world be creeping closer to a monetary gold standard? Steve Forbes sees signs that it is. In a recent article by Forbes magazine, Steve Forbes wrote that it may seem hard to believe, but the world is beginning to lurch toward a gold-based money system. See? This, despite the fact that the historical gold standard is held in almost universal contempt by economists and financial officials. See, government people don't like gold standards because that means they can't spend more than what they have. See what I mean? The fucking government people don't, the Federal Reserve wants us to be slaves. So we went off the gold standard like a dumb shit. Richard Nixon, Republican, fuck that guy. He got bought off by probably all the people in the IMF and all that shit, all the rich people, and said, hey, go off the gold standard. See, if you can crush the United States money, because remember, in 1970, America was fucking king on top of the fucking planet. In America in the 50s and the 60s, you had one person making money in a household. You had a house. You took about a vacation a week. You had one car, but mom stayed at home, watched the kids. There's nothing wrong with that. Now mom and dad work. Some fucking perverts watching the kids, and America's all kinds of fucked up. Okay. But what Forbes is talking about is we're going back to a gold standard. See, when America was on a gold standard, up until 1970, in the 50s and 60s, life was great financially. We went off the gold standard, and ever since then, the goal was destroy America and you control the world, right? We went off the gold standard. Here we are 53 years later. We've almost completely destroyed the country. The way these politicians are spending money on both sides. Okay, Republican, Democrat, whatever, they're all fucking disgusting shitheads. I'm not getting into this article. You can look at it for yourself. I got a time frame here, but it starts talking about bricks, this and that. What I will say is this. I want you to have at least 1 month's worth of money. So 1 month's worth of paychecks in cash. Okay. Because here's what my belief. This is based on just Crypto Hulk's intuition. Every country in the world, their central banks now, this part's fact. All the countries in the world now, their central banks are buying gold. The gold price is secretly depressed, okay? It's manipulated. These central banks are buying up gold like crazy. Why? Just for the fuck of it, right? No. Because every country is going to be backed with gold, their money. That's where the stablecoin comes from. Some people are like this. Well, why are they going to have a stablecoin? Cash is trash. It is right now. What you don't see, new person, because I know you joined last week and you know more than me. What you don't see is that cash all around the world, it's shrinking because they're trying to get us all on a digital system to be slaves. But cash will be backed by gold. See, this is where the stablecoin comes in. what you want to do is XRP is not here to replace countries' money. Think about this. All these countries are going to back their money with gold. Stablecoins come in to represent the dollar, not become the dollar. See that? There's a difference. Bitcoin is designed to replace the dollar, but it never will because Bitcoin can't do a fucking thing. It's that old fat guy that sits on the couch, can't do anything. And he's like 600 pounds. And you've seen those things on Oprah and shit and different talk shows. A person's like 800 pounds and they're laying on a bed and somebody's feeding them pizza. Like, fucking disgusting. I don't even want to think about it. But but what's going to happen is this, when you think about it, is you got paper money. Oh, it's trash, right? Well, it won't be anymore. Gold is going to back that cash. So cash is not trash in the future. Now's the time. If you see a country where their money, a lot of people say Iraqi dinar. Now I'm kind of giving up a little financial investment information on this open free show today. I talked the other day about Turkey, country of Turkey, how their money is getting destroyed. Venezuela and shit. Here's where you're going to make a lot of money. Find countries that have the absolute worst inflation where the money is almost worthless. Throw $300 at that country's money because maybe that money goes up 10,000 times. Oh shit, what's 10,000 times $300 of their money? That's a lot of fucking money, okay? I want you to understand this shit. Why do you think, now I'm giving away a lot of secret stuff, but why do you think Warren Buffett has $182 billion in cash? If cash is trash and you're so fucking smart, and he's dumb, but he's got like billions of dollars and you ain't worth shit. I'm not either. I'm not saying nothing about me. I'm watching these fuckers. I want you guys to start thinking, have the gears in your head turning. Why do you think Warren Buffett, he's got all these investments and shit, but why are they now holding cash? Why is Zuckerberg and all these people selling off, holding on to billions of dollars in cash? Because when the cash, see, America, the dollar, when it gets back with gold, it might be worth 10, 20, 30, 50 times more. Find a country where the cash went down 1,000%. If you put in some money into that country's money, when they go gold backed, it goes up 1,000%. Guess what? You just 10 times your money. What if it's down 3,000? Like Venezuela's got to have some really fucked up money. That might be the country. A lot of people say Iraqi money, whatever it is. I'm not doing it personally. I'm just talking about it. I'm not the investor type. I got my stuff set out and that's it. But some of you guys like being on the risky end. Some of you like to find, how can I get in at the worst? Now is getting to be about the dollar, the value of the dollar. Imagine when it's gold backed, how valuable it's going to be. Oh yeah, all these countries that have money that is worth 1/100th of an American dollar. Maybe get some of that African money of some of these countries. Make sure it's a stable country we know is going to be a winner. The ones that are working with Ripple, okay? Those are the ones. Crypto Hopewell, which Africa, I don't want to take an African country where the warlords go to. I've shown this the other day. Find where Onafric, ONAFRIQ, okay? Find out what countries are working with Onafric in Africa. Those are the ones that are going to be winners, okay? Those are the ones, look at those African countries' monies, see which ones depreciated the most, drop in $100 for each of those countries. Maybe you got $200-300. Pick the hardest hammered Onafric partner countries and put $100 into each of those monies. That's what I would do if I was going to do something like that. And again, I'm not telling anybody to do a fucking thing. You want to know mental strategies? I'm just letting you know. Okay. This channel is about crypto, but it's also about making money. Okay. So I'm talking about Ripple companies, Ripple countries. I'm sorry. So when we talk about buying currency, it's not just which country should we buy. No. Which ones are buddy with Ripple? They're going to be winners. They're not going to be fucking losers. So that's how I would pick. Go around the world. Every single Ripple partner country If they're fucking hammered financial wise, get that fucking money of that country. See? And buy what you can afford to lose in case you get wrecked. But if I were to go into Africa, I'd look at Onafric and see what countries are they partnered up with, and then look at whose currency is down 1,000, 3,000%. I'm buying 100, $200 of that because one day that $200 is going to turn into maybe 10 G's or something, you know. But whatever, do whatever you want. Vietnamese dong in the Zimbabwe. Okay. There are better currencies than the Iraqi dinar. So here's the thing. I'm not a money person, but what if I were to invest in a country's money? I'd want to look at who is this country working with to improve. If a country's working with Ethereum, I'm not investing in that country. If a country is relying on Ethereum to help them move money, that's a lost fucking cause. If a country is working with Ripple, which is on Africa in Africa, those are the countries you want to look at, not just anyone. So there is a method to my madness. I'm just not kind of picking the shit out of a hat where I reach in and pull something out. No, if you're a Ripple partner, you're going to be a winner. All right. But if you're not a Ripple partner, you're working very closely with, if Ripple is working very closely with a particular company, and like the Onafric one, pick one of those that's got fucking hammered cash and dump maybe all of it into whatever you got to lose, $200-300 into that one country whose currency's down 3,000%. Oh man, that's the one. All right. Zimbabwe has now gold backed their current. There you go. This is JM. So Zimbabwe's money can go from zero to hero. Okay. All they got to do is gold back it, bam, all of a sudden you just made a fuck ton of money out of some African country you've never even heard of. Okay. That's how the shit's going. Now, the United States dollar will crash at some point temporarily. It'll go on life support and then be brought back to life. Now, you can choose to either get dollars now and hold them, or if you get gold now, so here's another thing you could do. If you get silver or gold now, as the price of that gold goes up, let's say I was buying gold when it was 1,800 an ounce. That's when I started. I remember specifically 1,800 an ounce, about a year ago-ish or something. Now it's almost went up $1,000 an ounce. That means I just made, for every gold coin I got, I made a G. Now, let's say I want to invest in the American dollar. When gold's at 5,000 an ounce, if you sell it off, you'll get $5,000. And then when the American dollar goes on the gold standard, that dollar just skyrockets in value. Now you just made money back, and gold will probably go down some in value. Look, I'm not an expert in all this shit. I've just been kicking it around, and that's what I might end up doing. Taking some of my gold. When the dollar gets fucking hammered, gold starts pushing 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,000 bucks. If it does, oh man, then you sell a coin off. I got 7 G's, and now when the dollar's backed by gold, whoop, that cash is gonna make me a lot of fucking money. Either way, I mean, why do you think Warren Buffett's got 180 billion? Because he's fucking dumb? He knows something's up. He knows the dollar's gonna crash and then fucking shoot right up after a certain period of time, because they're going to all of a sudden do an emergency measure. Remember, natural disaster. So I've told you already 4 years ago, there's going to be a national disaster, whatever's going to be. The government's going to take over control and have crypto taken from it, all this shit. Gold's going to be backing the dollar and these kinds of things. Cryptos are going to be like a stable coin is based on a dollar. So it's not going to take away from a dollar. That's the thing. That's how the shit goes down. They're not, any crypto that's designed to replace money, that shit's going to get fucked up. You notice how Ripple's XRP is a bridge currency? It's not going to replace any country's money. So it's designed for if I have $1, I can send it to China and it gets converted into a yuan. Chinese ain't going to get mad because the dollar's not taking over. Every country is going to back their money with gold. That's how this shit goes. So these stable coins are not going to take away from countries' money. Governments are not going to be afraid of stable coins because their money is going to be worth a lot because it's backed with gold. All right. We're at the 1 hour mark exactly. And I think the show's over. Boy, Jove, love some gold, huh? That's what one person on there is saying. I gotta go. I gotta get ready to take somebody to an airport. They're going to New York to see the big sites there and Washington, D.C. to learn about the country. Hippie 17's late. You got to pay that late fee if you're late. You can't be slipping in and not paying. Anyhow, my name's Crypto Hulk. This show's over. I'll see you tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. and I'll have a show set up then. Take care.